the game's going to take them. Just think about a linebacker getting ready for the snap, or a shortstop for the pitch, or a wrestler ready to pounce. It's knees bent, feet shoulder width apart, back straight, hips bent, and bump out. Your head, knees, and feet should be in a vertical line. You can check yourself by looking down. Your knees should cover your feet, except for your toes. Add the ball in your shot pocket with hands in shooting position, and you have a triple attack position for basketball. Why start in triple attack position? Because this stance allows you to attack with a pass, or a drive, or a shot, without any adjustments to your stance. The position affords you maximum balance and optimum explosion with your first step. We'll look at how triple attack position helps your first step in the next chapter. Now, if your feet are too wide or too close together, or your knees are too deeply bent or not enough, you'll not have the best balance or best chance to move quickly. The game is more physical today than it's ever been, and to lose this athletic position anytime or anywhere gives the defense an edge and puts you at a disadvantage. So where on the court do you get in triple attack? The where is just as important as the how and the why. Obviously, you're on the perimeter, but more importantly, you're in your scoring range. Let's define that as the distance where you can hit at least 50% if left unguarded. Think of it this way. Your scoring range is that distance from the goal that when you have the ball and you're sighting the rim to shoot, the defense moves in close enough to stop your shot. Now, if that never happens to you, then you need to become a better shooter. Smart defenders who know you can't shoot will never move in close enough for you to drive past them. Finally, how do you get into triple threat? There are only two ways. Use the hop by catching the ball with both feet in the air, or use the 1-2 where your pivot foot is already planted as you catch the ball and you square up with the other foot. Regardless of which method you use, I want you to be able to use either foot as a pivot foot. We demand that players use both hands to dribble, and we demand post players be able to pivot with either foot, so why limit yourself to a permanent pivot foot? If you're able to use either foot, you can read the situation and pivot with the foot that will work best for the move you need to use. I'll give you two examples. You're on the wing with an open stance to the passer. Regardless of which side of the floor you're on, you can do whatever the defense dictates. Let's say your man plays off. You can catch and simply pivot square up for the shot on either side of the floor. And second, let's say your defender plays tight. You can use the reverse pivot and attack in the other direction, regardless of which side of the floor you're on. If you always pivot with the same foot, two of these four options wouldn't be available to you. With that being the case, I'm going to train you throughout the video to pivot with either foot as the situation demands. When you have the choice, you can choose. But my goal is to prepare you for all situations so that you can attack with either foot from any angle, stationary or on the move, from anywhere on the floor. Is this player being guarded? Yes. Is the shot being defended? No. Most players see a defender this close and they think they need to move the defender with a fancy jab or sweep to get their shot off. But hey, he's not being pressured. He's not even being guarded if he's mastered the quick draw. A quick draw allows the shooter to go from shot pocket to release point before the defender can do anything to stop it. Let's define the quick draw read like this. If the defender's hand isn't in your shot pocket or on your shot line, then shoot. If he's close to you but his hands are down, pull the trigger. If he's got a hand up but he's too far away, fire. The bottom line is, if he can't touch the ball in your shot pocket or up through your shot line, quick draw. Now, let's make sure you understand when you can't quick draw. You can't quick draw when your man's all over you. You can't quick draw when the defender's got a hand in your shot pocket. Bottom line, you can't quick draw if you're not in triple attack. But to have a successful quick draw, you can't have a dip, a hitch, or a two-piece shot. This is why the type of shot that you developed from our first video, Better Shooting, is so important. You need a one-piece, efficient shot whose release is timed with your feet coming off the ground. When you decide to pull the trigger, everything goes up at once. Like a gunslinger from the Old West, the ball has left your fingers before the defense can get to it. So if the defender blocks your shot, then you may not have a one-piece shot. You may be dipping the ball, you may be hanging too long, or you simply need to speed things up. You can train yourself to read this situation. Ignore the defender and pop your shot before the defender can come out of his stance. Here's how. Set yourself in triple attack position. Let your training partner get in a stance and extend a hand on top of the ball. When the defender drops his hand, it's live. Quick draw. The defender then jumps to try and block your shot when he sees you shooting. With repetition, you'll know the defense can't do anything to stop your shot. You'll have a true quick draw, and your shooting confidence will go up. We're talking about training the mind here. Let me explain. When you watch a scary movie, you know it's not real, and there's no real reason to be scared, but you are. The mind can be fooled between what's real and not real. Train your mind to ignore this defender, because if he can't touch the ball, he's not there at all. The shot fake assumes that you can make the shot if left unguarded. Again, let's not overlook the fact that if you can't make the shot, then your shot fake will be useless. I'm not talking about believing that you can make it. I'm talking about having a reputation of hitting the open shot. Only then will you draw a defender closer to you when you fake the shot. That's why I cannot emphasize enough that you must become a good shooter. That's why Better Basketball's first video was on shooting. You can't be a single threat, a penetrator, or a double threat, a passer and a penetrator. You need to be a triple threat, someone who can shoot, pass, or drive. Now, we all know a good shot fake when we see it. A shot fake is meant to draw a defender closer in order for you to drive around him. If you shot fake too quickly, then he can't see it and react to it. So slow it down. Think slow shot fake, but quick drive. As you develop your shot fake, don't try to do too much. Less is more, and simple is best. Just take your normal shot motion and stop short before the ball gets to your nose. Don't raise up and come out of your triple attack position, or you'll lose the ability to be explosive. You might find it helpful to get in front of a mirror and see if you can sell yourself with your own shot fake. While you're there, take your shot fake to another level by giving the illusion that you're raising up with your shot. When you shot fake, lower your butt at the same time. When you rip the ball down, you'll still be in an explosive stance. Now, the shot fake should go no higher than your nose for two reasons. First, you don't want to block your vision of the goal or the rest of the players. Second, a high shot fake slows down your drive. I don't care how quick your feet are. In order to drive, you must put the ball on the ground. So you can't begin to go by the defender until the ball has moved from the top of your shot fake back down to hip level and then to the floor with your first step. A high shot fake means the ball has to travel a long way, and that takes a long time. A shorter shot fake means shorter distance and shorter time. This is called being quick with the ball, or ball quick. If you want to drive left, then fake to the right. If you want to drive right, then fake to the left. Simple enough to say, but how do you do it? Do you step to the left and then go right? Do you fake a pass to the right and then go left? These fakes take you out of triple attack stance and hurt your ability to be explosive. Instead, fake with your head and shoulders. This allows you to keep the ball near your shot pocket, stay in an explosive stance, and minimizes your foot movement, keeping you safe from a traveling call. Head and shoulder fakes are small fakes. They might only make your defender lean a little to the left, but that's enough for you to beat him right. It might only make your defender move a half step to the right, but that's enough advantage for you to beat him left. The shot fake is used to pull a defender in so that you can drive. In the same sense, but with the opposite purpose, the drive fake is used to move the defender back so that you can shoot. Now, what probably comes to mind when I say drive fake is a series of long jab steps and jab moves that start in triple threat. I can appreciate the intent, that is, to move the defender